Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Higurashi. This is episode 193. In last episode we checked out the post-game staff room with Ryokishi. And then I thought we'd go for the secret ending, which I've done between the last episode and this episode. I'm not sure how this is going to work out now, but I've used a Google. I've had a quick Google, and I've gone through all these fragments again via the chapter jump. And now we're going to go for this one, which I've been skipping ahead through. It's all saying the exact same thing as when we went through last time, so skipping, we're not losing anything. So this one opens up leftover fragments. Once we read this one, it should open up a new secret one. So let's see. I'm not going to read through it again, like I said, they're all really similar, so we're going to skip. I think it's the first time in our series that I've actually used a skip, innit? We haven't really had any reason to, I don't think, before. I'm not sure how long this skip is going to take either, but it's been going through each fragment really quickly. Like, really quickly. Look at it. I wish I could read at this speed. It'd be amazing. But, nope. I'd be amazed if anyone could. I know there's some people who can scan certain words on a page and just read from there. And that's pretty impressive in its own right. We got past the midway point. I'm just wondering what the secret ending is going to be. There was a certain scene that doesn't come up that was in the anime. I'm wondering if it's that. It didn't make much sense in the anime, but maybe it'll make more sense in this. Or maybe not. I don't know. Here we go. It's a new one. Flags from kids' meals. She needs to be rescued too. And the only character we know who had all the kids' meals and was collecting all the flags, and the last flag would have been the one she had when her parents came home probably, was Mayo Takano. She needs to be rescued. I'm excited for this actually. I'm going to play outside. A girl's cheerful voice echoed in the house. It was a tenement house, so walls were thin. So of course her yell carried through to the neighbours, but since it was a child's voice, nobody complained. Mayoko? We're thinking about going to the mall. Her father's voice didn't reach the girl, because all she was thinking about was making a new secret base with her friends in the field. Her father knew the girl had been looking forward to going to the mall, and that if they went without her, she would be upset. He also knew that the girl likes collecting flags from the kids' meals at the restaurant there, and one more would bring her a collection to 20 flags. The girl was making a wish on those flags. She believed if she collected 20 of them, she could become happy. Oh well. He supposed he'd bring a flag home as a souvenir. It wouldn't be a big deal. If he asked the waitress, she'd bring one for him. On that day, due to an accident, the trains were running behind schedule. To make up the time loss, drivers were braking a little too late and accelerating a bit too soon. It was rather unsafe. The Tanashi family didn't own a car. They always used a train to go to the mall. As the girl skipped her way to her friend's house, an unfamiliar woman stopped her. Obviously she wasn't from around here. The ties between the neighbours were very tight around there. The girl knew everyone's face, so if there was a stranger, it was either a new mailman or someone who's lost. The woman said to the girl, "Do you want to live? Or do you want to die?" Any person would think the woman was crazy, asking something like that. But the girl was too innocent to think that way. She answered immediately, "I want to live." "Okay, then go. Your friend isn't home, but go on." "She isn't home?" The girl couldn't figure out why this woman would know that. As the woman left, the girl stopped her. She was curious, although it was a little scary as to what response she'd get if she answered differently. "If I want to die, then what?" "You'll get another flag from a kid's meal." "Eh? Hey, that's not fair. They're going without me. That's not fair." The girl turned and tried to run back home. "You sure? You won't regret it?" The mysterious woman tried to confirm this. "Why would I regret it? I won't tell you. I'm mean." The girl thought this was some kind of a riddle, so she pondered it for a while, but she couldn't figure it out. Then she clapped her hands as if she came to a conclusion. "That's okay then." "Why is it okay?" "Because my parents will be with me." The woman stepped aside. The girl bowed to her and ran home. So instead of going to her friends, she went home to her parents. She saw her parents locking the door to leave. The girl jumped on them and nagged them that she wanted to go too. The girl was going to go to the mall with her family. The family headed to the train station, waited for a train to arrive, and got on it. The driver was feeling the pressure to make up for the delay and the passengers could tell that from the way he was driving. The girl noticed the unusual swaying of the train. She stood on her knees and looked out the window. Her mother told her to sit down because it was dangerous. The girl stuck her tongue out. Then the train reached a very big and very sharp curve. The train tilted in that direction, and all the people were shoved to the side. They were all squished together and grumbled about it. Then the train continued to The girl and her parents came home under the sky full of stars with shopping bags in their hands. They unlocked the door, turned the lights on, and then the girl put her bags by the front door and ran into her room. How did they come home okay? Wouldn't her going on the train with her parents mean that she died along with them? What changed it? Or am I missing something? She opened her desk drawer, took something out of her pocket and put it in. She closed the drawer once but opened it again, and then spread her treasure on the tatami floor. They were the flags of many different countries that came with the kids' meals. The Japanese flag, American flag, the English flag. Which country was this for? The one with 3 colours. She lined them up as she counted. She counted out loud. Then she danced around happily, for she now had 20 of them. It took her so long to collect that many. It was hard work for this girl, who was so proud of herself for reaching her goal. She worked so hard that there must be something good waiting for her. She made a wish to become happy if she collected 20 of them. Therefore, something wonderful must be waiting to happen. The girl waited excitedly, but soon realised it wasn't a magic lamp, so no genie would be jumping out. Maybe it wouldn't happen that night. Maybe it'd be tomorrow. The girl decided to wait patiently. She accomplished something as great as collecting 20 flags. Surely some wonderful happiness awaited. Surely some wonderful miracle awaited. Or perhaps it might be like a charm, keeping sad misfortunes at bay. The girl put her 20 flags back in the drawer. As she heard her mother tell her to brush her teeth and go to bed, she ran to the bathroom. This is fine, isn't it? It's okay to get a miracle in advance. What should I do next? There are plenty of fragments to play with. What? Wanna try too? It's fun. Makes you feel like God. A world with Satoshi, or a world where the Sonozaki sisters didn't switch. I wonder what a world with Sadako's parents and Rika's parents alive and well would be like. Oh, how about this? Akasaka gets enticed to the enemy's side by Takano. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Personally, I'm curious about a world where Takano is madly in love with Toмотaki. It'll be fun to match Kaiichi with different girls too. I love drama very, very much. Let's see, what should I do next? I have so many fragments. Hey, do you want some? What kind of world are you going to make? I love the playful music. It's almost casino style. The world of Higurashi and the Cry will move on, even without us. There are many dreams, possibilities and miracles in that world. They are innumerable fragments, all interweaved with one another. I've shown you a small number of those fragments, but it's up to you to play with the rest of them. The world of Higurashi and the Cry is now in your hands. It's a big, wide world full of fragments, and they're yours to manipulate. Your dreams, your possibilities, your miracles are yours to discover. I thank you for joining me on this 4.5-year tale about this world. I thank all those who supported me during this 4.5-year tale about this world. I thank all the characters who brought this 4.5-year tale about this world to life. I thank my family who have given an understanding for this work. I thank my co-workers who spared no effort for the sake of this work. I thank my friends who supported me during the creation of this work. And while I'm the same person who created this work, I thank this work itself for the unforgettable 4.5 years it's given me. I thank the fact that I've left behind a legacy of the past 4.5 years of work. I thank all those people who sent me emails teaching me the joys of production. And if I may leave with you one more piece, I leave you the joy of making a product of your own. I have nothing to show for the 4.5 years I spent in college. I simply spent my days without achieving anything. I left no proof that I was even alive during that time. If you feel that the regret for this was what drove me to make this work, then I think we can meet again as friends. That is why I leave you this message. I look forward to the day we meet, my friend. Ryukishi07. I'm quite proud of myself that I caught up with that. That I kept up with that. Yeah. Okay, any more? Well, I imagine not, but I think that might be it. I think that might be it for Higurashi for now. He says we can play with more fragments, and we will be able to. Maybe give it a year, and it'll be another one on Steam. It's a hard wait. Achievement unlocked. The possibilities are forever. Okay, so that's it. I found that a bit daunting having to go back and really... I know I had Google, but if I did one wrong at like 40 odd fragments into the 50, excuse me, I would have had to start it all over again. It would have been even worse. Nothing more in extras now, just checking. Okay. So, this has been Greeny XI. I hope you've enjoyed this arc. Like I said, we'll be getting back to it at some point. My conundrum now is, do we wait for the next one? Yuminiko is always a shout. I've got all those here already. And I haven't actually read all of those. I've seen the anime of Yuminiko, and I've read all the question arcs in the manga, and I think one of the answer arcs, but I haven't finished it, so it would be interesting even for me to have some blindness to it and to go through the visual novel. I've read a little bit of the visual novel, but not even half the first arc, I don't think, because I already decided at that point I want to do a let's play of it at some point, even if it's bloody huge like Higurashi. But do we start it yet when we haven't technically finished Higurashi, but when Higurashi could be a couple of years off yet before being finished? I don't know. I don't know what to do. If you can recommend me something in the comments or something, that would be nice, because I'm not sure myself. But who was that woman who told Mayo to go back home to her parents and kept them all alive? How would that have influenced things in Hinmazawa? Would any of the badness ever have happened? Would Rika have been caught up in the big time loop? Don't know. It never quite tells us, but I think that's the point. I think it's to keep us wondering, and it's only a small little fragment kind of thing. Anyway, I'm blathering. Once again, this is Greeny XI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit for the next Let's Play at least. See you in a bit, folks.